Hello there everybody, and welcome on back to another glorious video here on the Special Beetle channel. And today is Sunday, which means it is time once again for another Power Rangers history lesson video. So, without any further ado, last video I pretty much went over the introduction of the Power Rangers Ultimate Visual History book, and this video I thought I'd go over the beginning of the first chapter, which is called Powering Up. No pun intended. Yeah. And of course, since today is technically the start of a new week, I'll be able to record this week, so be sure to look out for all my videos on my schedule and all that good stuff. So with that said, let's get into it. With the start of this chapter. Chapter 1, Powering Up. Once again, no pun intended. Okay. Never underestimate the random ideas that can inspire you when you're stuck in a hotel room, aimlessly flipping through TV channels. Just ask Ham Saban, which is the co-executive for Saban Brands. For those of you who don't know who he is. Just as Ham Saban, world-renowned entertainment visionary and philanthropist who founded Saban Entertainment in the early 1980s. In 1984, I was staying in a hotel room in Tokyo, Japan, with nothing to do but watch television between meetings. He recalls, the 3 available stations only showed Japanese language shows, and though Saban couldn't understand a word of Japanese, much like I can't, because that's why I only watch stuff in English. He says, I came across a show with 5 kids in superhero costumes who were jumping around and kicking some monster butt for reasons that he can't explain. To this day, Saban fell in love with it. I thought it was a lot of fun. He remembers it was funny and campy and action-packed. I thought we could take the parts where the Japanese cast is in costume and add American segments to the whole thing, to the best of my knowledge. That had never been done before. It wasn't the first time Saban had taken a risk that paid off. The Egyptian Israel American media mastermind began his career in entertainment with the rock band the Lions of Judah. In the 60s, Saban struck a deal with the band to become their manager on one condition, that he could join the band, or join the group. Although he couldn't actually play an instrument at the time, Saban established himself as a concert promoter in Israel in the late 70s. And then moved to France, where he became a successful music producer with one of his clients, singer and musician Shuki Levy. He dived into lucrative field of production, or producing and publishing music for animated children's shows. In 1983, Saban and Levy moved to Los Angeles and formed the independent music and TV production company Saban Entertainment. In the early years, the partners created the soundtracks for shows including Inspector Gadget, Mask, the He-Man, and Inspector Gadget, Mask, and He-Man, and the Masters of the Universe. They soon partnered up with Deke Entertainment and various French media companies to produce a variety of animated and live-action hits, including Kid Video, Meltdown, Alf, and the Karate Kid animated series. The show that had captured Saban's imagination in his Japanese hotel room was from the colorful Super Sentai series. Squad Sentai Shirizu, a long-running superhero to the Takutsu Takut Tak Takusutao genre of live action primarily at young viewers. Started in the 1970s with manga comic books artist Shatro Ishinomori. Okay, sorry if I'm like butchering some of these Japanese names because like I said, I'm not really a big Japanese buff, so I apologize if I'm butchering some of these Japanese names in this book. Anyway, okay, gotta find where I was at again. Shitaru. The show Saban was watching Chowdenchi Bioman, the 18th season of the Sentai series, produced by film and television studio Toei Company. Created on a team of seemingly ordinary young civilians who could transform into superheroes, complete with color-coded helmets and costumes. In each episode, the heroes and equipped with unique weapons and fighting skills battled aliens or monsters that threatened to take over the planet Earth. Saban's idea for bringing the Japanese series to America audiences was to American audiences was not to reshoot it entirely, but to use select footage from its episode. The Japanese actors wore helmets and completely masked their faces Plus, the monsters and aliens they fought were played by unseen actors or suit people, or, stunt people. Not suit people. That'd be stupid. Stunt people. Da 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 da. In costumes. Blah, 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 blah. Saban realized he could repurpose the scenes of the heroes performing martial arts based combat and the monster sequences, plus use any other scenes that didn't feature notably Japanese locations or background actors, scenes featuring the actors fighting without their helmets could be shot anew, and new material would be written for the American productions. Each show's pilot would be newly created with the original Japanese show's fight scenes. Saban's wife, Cheryl, remembers laughing when her husband first told her his idea for adapting the show. I thought it was a brilliant and crazy concept, she says. The Japanese Sentai series had been a hit in Japan since the mid-1970s, but it has these goofy monsters and wild action scenes. It was a bold undertaking to rewrite the show for audiences in the English-speaking world and to blend in some of the action footage. Saban brought footage from the Super Sentai series back to the United States and incorporated it into a short he produced called Bioman. The short was not intended to be broadcast, but to communicate the look and feel of the show to potential network. to potential network buyers. Saban recalls scoping the video casket to different networks around the world for the next 8 years. Unfortunately, or maybe unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, nobody wanted to give it any consideration, but we kept pitching it. Ham walked around with his cassette, said Shuki Levy in 2010, in a 2010 New Yorker article. In a 2010 New York article. Alright, so I think that's going to conclude this video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And also, don't forget to hit that bell to get notified whenever I do upload, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out.